Hello and welcome to Linn-Benton Community College.
Congratulations on a big win. How does it feel and what do you think the team did best today out there?
Came out there and played hard and we took care of business.
But you can't panic, you can't, start getting mad at each other. You just got to stay together.
We determined our own destiny and we accomplished what we needed to.
It really does feel great. We've been working hard. There have been a lot of things going on, but I'm so proud of the way we're able to walk in. And they make it so easy to be able to play the way I play.
Fiddle is down, and that is game.
Definitely having good chemistry helps us succeed with what we need to do.
I mean, really, it's all about team here, and they're the reason I'm able to do what I do, and so I really just appreciate my guys.
Hello everyone and welcome to Sports Talk. I'm your host Issy Taylor and thanks so much for joining us. Over the past year, KBVR Sports has developed a strong relationship with LBCC Athletics and it has been a privilege to cover their baseball, volleyball and basketball games. For our last episode of Sports Talk, we asked 3 LBCC superstars to join us on the show. TJ Zimmermann from the men's basketball team, Buford from the volleyball team, and Titus Dumitru from the basketball team. Guys, thank you so much for coming on the show with us today.
Of course.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So TJ, I'm going to start with you. Who has been your biggest influence or role model in your basketball journey, and how have they impacted your career?
Yeah, definitely my dad has been my biggest influence. He's the reason I wanted to start playing basketball. He was a basketball coach out in Pendleton, which is where I was born. Just so from the moment I was born, I was kind of always around basketball. I played football and baseball too, but he's definitely had the biggest impact on my career. He's been coaching me since I was 4 or 3 and I could really start playing. Been in my corner, ever since then. Coached my youth basketball teams up until high school. And then in high school, I didn't get to play for him, so coming back to play for him in college has been a really cool experience. Something I didn't think I was going to be able to do after high school. So I was kind of bummed out that I would never get to play for him again, but the opportunity came up. So he's definitely had the biggest impact on my basketball career. It's been awesome.
That's awesome. And looking back on the season, what were some highlights or standout moments for you personally?
The season was definitely kind of crazy. I went from playing football to playing basketball, so just starting that again kind of felt weird. I hadn't played a real basketball game since 2019. And I was having fun, but then towards the end of the season, my dad basically almost had his throat closed, had some other issues, and kind of flipped my world upside down at the time. But some of the best memories were, even when he was down, just how we rallied. We ended up winning our last 3 games to get into the NWAC tournament, which LB hasn't done in a while, so it was a big accomplishment. And then, just going to the tournament was probably my favorite memory, knowing we set a goal at the start of the year. And we wanted to get farther than we did, but just making it there and achieving our goal and kind of getting the basketball team back on the right track, it's really fun.
Mm-hmm. And you mentioned that you played football before you played basketball at LBCC. What were some of the major differences that you noticed in terms of going from playing in football to then back to basketball?
I'd say some of the biggest differences would just be weight room stuff, honestly. Football is a lot more demanding in the weight room. Not that you're not lifting in basketball, but it's kind of different. And football is, in a way, a lot more demanding on your body. You're taking a lot more shots, a lot more head trauma that I don't really miss. So I'd say the physicality, basketball is still pretty physical, but it's different than how football is. And I played at a junior college for football too, and it was a lot more demanding. So just some differences in how often you're doing it and the physicality of the game.
Mm-hmm. And what are your goals and aspirations as a basketball player, both in the intermediate future and in the long term?
Intermediate future, I'm playing at LB again, and we want to win the whole tournament. We want to get back, and we want to win the whole thing. That's our goal. We know we can do it, so that's what we're striving for. All the other sports keep doing it. So we're trying to catch up to speed there. And my goal as far as that is just to help the team in any way I can, whether it's scoring, rebounding, distributing. It's my second year, so trying to step in and be the leader that the team needs, team captain, that kind of thing. And then long term, I'm not sure yet, but I'm just kind of taking it one day, one season at a time, and so that's where I'm at as of now.
That's awesome. And now, Eva, you are on the LBCC volleyball team. How did you first get started playing volleyball?
Funny story about this. So actually, I was forced by my mom to start playing volleyball. I had to choose a sport in 4th grade through our Boys and Girls Club, and I chose volleyball. After the first practice, I came home sobbing, absolutely sobbing, saying that I never wanted to play volleyball again. Quite unfortunate, but my mom made me go to the second practice, and I came back saying that I wanted to play in college. So without my mom, essentially I would not be playing volleyball, but she was definitely the start to my volleyball career and then playing it throughout college.
That's so awesome. And how do you balance volleyball commitments with other aspects of your life, such as school or work and all of that?
I would say that my mom kind of drove it into me when I was young, just like keep academics in school and like time management, work with that. But I think that with time management, I've been able to regulate like focusing on school versus focusing on volleyball. Like I put a lot of my effort into my schoolwork and I have been able to excel with like my classes, but I use volleyball as like my time to take a break and do something that I know that like I love. And I think that has just made me a better person in general, but it has helped me a lot. Yeah.
That's awesome. And in what ways did you contribute to the overall team culture and atmosphere, both on and off the court?
I think our team atmosphere is pretty interesting. If someone would walk in and watch our volleyball playing, they would probably be like, what's going on right now? But I think that personally, I try and bring energy and a lot of fun into that environment. A lot of our players just love what they're doing, and that just helps our environment a lot, because if you love what you're doing, you're gonna have fun with it. And if you have fun with it, then it's just gonna be a good environment in general. So I think that just the energy that everyone in our team brings and that I bring specifically has made this year pretty great.
That's so awesome. And what were some of the key lessons you learned this year that will help you in your future athletic endeavors or non-athletic endeavors?
I would say just working hard, because this year, coming off of winning an NWAC championship, teams definitely wanted to beat us this past season. And I think our mentality, we kept it really strong, and we knew what we had to do. We worked hard for it. And I think that will definitely push me in my future endeavors, just knowing that like I can do this. Like I've been able to work through things in the past, and in the future I can take what I've learned in volleyball and push that into my life not playing volleyball. So yeah. And
you're coming to the end now of your LBCC experience. Can you share with us what you have coming up next for you?
Next, I am re-enrolling at Oregon State. I will be taking classes here and hopefully maybe joining the club or intramural team. I'm very excited for that, because I know it's going to be hard letting go of like playing volleyball throughout an actual school, but playing it for fun and playing it with my friends, which I know some of my friends living here will be playing it. I think bringing that will be very fun.
Yeah, and we were speaking a little bit before the show, and you told me that you were actually from Corvallis.
Yes.
Went up the road to LBCC,
Yep.
and now you're coming back to Corvallis.
Yeah.
What's the best thing about this town, and what brings you close and staying close?
That's a good question. I have a lot of friends here just from high school and from last year living at the dorms, and then also just being close to home, knowing that I can go home and get food whenever I want to, and that my mom will always be there for me, and same with my parents and my sister. But I would say staying close to home is the reason that I stayed.
That's awesome. And now moving on to Titus finally, what position do you play and why did you choose it?
I'm an outfielder, and I mean I didn't necessarily choose it. So when I got here, I came as an infielder to LB, and it worked out for like most of the season. And then our coach Peterson, he moved me into the outfield, and then I played in the outfield over the summer, and then it just kind of morphed into being an outfielder, yeah.
And what is your approach to batting, and how do you prepare yourself mentally and physically for each at bat?
So I have a routine. I think every baseball player or every good hitter has a routine that they do. So I do the same thing before every game, before every practice. I have my hitting routine off of a tee and front toss and off of a machine, and then when the coach throws to us. So yeah, it's a big confidence builder knowing that you do something familiar before each at bat. Yeah.
Are you a little bit superstitious at all, or do you always have
I
to
try
do
not
the
to be
same things?
superstitious. I try to keep it as it's just my routine, and then I think if you keep it as a superstition, that when you don't do your routine, then it's going to mess with your head. Whereas if I just keep it as my routine, it's just that, nothing else.
Yeah. And how do you maintain consistency in your performance throughout a long baseball season, both physically and mentally?
Physically, it's taking care of my body, eating well, stretching before we lift, and obviously lifting a lot. We have a really good weights trainer, Jake Forshey, who does a really good job with keeping us like in check with what we're doing in the weight room and what we're doing with our mobility stuff. And then mentally, for me, it's I'm religious. I'm a Christian, so mentally, God is always there for me. And he's kind of what gets me through everything, not just baseball mentally. So that's super big for me.
And what role has religion played for you in terms of bringing you to LBCC and when you were going in the future?
Well, you know, God has his plan for me, and my entire life's basically just been whatever his plan for me, I'm okay with. So wherever he takes me next, whatever my future is, I'm doing it for him, and yeah, I'm excited for it. And
do we have any plans in the forthcoming future that you have figured out?
This summer I'm playing baseball up in Canada for the Okotoks Dogs, and then after that I'll go from Canada to New Mexico State, and I'll play baseball there for the next 2 years, and then we'll see what happens after that.
That's super exciting. And looking back on the season, what were some of the biggest challenges that you faced and how did you overcome them?
At the beginning of the season, as a team, I guess, we struggled with a lot of different things. We struggled throwing strikes, and I think it all came down to we needed leaders on the team. And I think me and a few other guys, we had to step up and try to be leaders. Because this year, we had a lot of freshmen coming in, and that needed to be a big part of the team. So yeah, us older guys needed to step up and be leaders.
That's super awesome. And now I have 2 questions for all of you guys. So what is your favorite sport other than your own? TJ,
Basketball.
Basketball?
Yep, I played basketball kind of all growing up. It was my first love. And then when I was like 11, I decided to change it to baseball. But yeah, basketball, I kind of played it throughout, all the way out through high school. And sometimes I do wish I still played basketball and baseball.
So good. TJ?
Football for me. Football is what I was playing before this because I kind of have the football build. That's what I thought would take me farther, and it was. But I've always loved basketball. Like you said, first love. So yeah, but other than basketball, it'd be football.
And Eva?
See, volleyball's always been my main sport, so I'm going to say volleyball. But if I had to choose another sport, I would say basketball. I enjoy watching basketball a lot. I don't think I could ever play it, but watching is pretty great.
Have you ever played much beach volleyball?
I do love beach volleyball. I actually, my senior year of high school, went to nationals in Florida for beach volleyball. It was pretty fun, actually. Boiling hot there, but very fun.
Yeah, that's super awesome. So next question is, if you guys could pitch a new LBCC sport to the athletic program, what would it be and why?
Probably soccer. Yeah. I think soccer is a great sport, and I think that's like the only sport that we have like room for. I think we have just an empty field next to the baseball field, so that'd probably work.
I would probably have to agree with that. I've heard word of it, and I think that soccer would be a great addition. Yeah.
Do we have a sand volleyball team? We don't, do we?
No. Well,
that
no.
would be nice.
I guess
That's
we
the
have
one
class,
Yeah.
Sand
Volleyball
volleyball is
team?
really fun, so that's fun.
Co-ed though, I want to play.
Yeah, for sure, yeah, go ahead.
That's awesome. Are there any other like smaller sports maybe that you guys like, maybe like, I don't know, chess or
Chess is good.
some
Chess
of those
is fun.
smaller
Chess is fun.
sports?
I would say maybe tennis. I know we have tennis courts there. I think that would be pretty cool.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Pickleball.
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 That's
Oh my
big.
gosh. Yeah.
Pickleball is fun.
Yeah.
That's so awesome. Well, we are going to go to a quick break, but when we come back, we've got a fun game for our 3 athletes sitting here with us today. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
All right, we go live in 5, 4,
Ready, camera 2. And wipe it.
Welcome to KBVR-TV. Come join our team.
Not one bit.
No.
Okay, I don't either.
Hi, my name is Keady Solozzi. I'm a senior here at Oregon State University, and this is my story. Hey, what's up, everybody? Thank you for joining me on another journey through the multi-lens. I'm your host, Keady Solozzi. Well, when I first came to Orange Media Network, I came with a passionate idea that I had in podcasting, and that was to talk about science, religion, culture, things that were in the headlines, dive deep in a variety podcast show. The opportunities here at Orange Media Network are great. They have state-of-the-art resources. These professional level cameras and microphones and equipment has elevated my podcast to a professional radio quality podcast. And these resources are accessible to anyone who's interested in media. I was able to create an amazing portfolio, and that portfolio helped me land a marketing job in the industry. My name is Keady Solozzi. Come join Orange Media Network so you can tell your story.
Welcome back to Sports Talk. I'm here with 3 LBCC athletes, and I'm going to quiz them on sport facts about the 3 sports at LBCC. So you guys each have a whiteboard, and I'm going to ask you a series of LBCC sport-related questions to which you guys will answer with your whiteboard. Are you all ready?
Absolutely.
Yep, let's do it.
Okay. What is the term that volleyball question, sorry. What is the term that refers to when a player serves the ball and the opposing team is unable to pass it? 3, 2, 1. Hey, there we go.
I'm impressed.
There we go.
That's great, guys. Okay, we'll start off with some volleyball questions. Okay. Alrighty. How many times are you allowed to touch the net per set?
Touch the net?
Mm-hmm. Oh, it was a trick question. You can't trick the trick masters.
Come on now.
Alrighty, I'm interested to see the results of this one. Okay, on average, how many times does a volleyball player jump in a game?
Oh. This might be way off.
Yeah. I don't know. It's pure guess.
Okay, ready? What's yours? 70?
65, 110.
You think you only jump 110 times? No. Well, the correct answer is on average about 300 times a game.
Wow.
Okay.
Jeez.
Even I was, okay, at least I was the highest number out of all.
You were,
yeah.
Dang, butchered that.
I was trying to calculate how
Do
many
you
times
think
I
that
jump.
you jump that many times in basketball? Probably not.
Probably, nah, I don't think that much. Nah.
Did you think it was going to be 300?
I wasn't expecting 300, but like
That's
if you're
a
playing
lot.
a full like set, like 5 matches, I think that's definitely an option.
Mm-hmm.
Like blocking and hitting, that's crazy. Yeah.
All right. How many people are on each team are on the court
Like total?
playing?
Oh no.
Wait.
I'm trying to think.
I I should know this.
Okay.
You were playing volleyball
I know.
today? You were telling us.
That was 2v2 sand volleyball, though.
Yeah, that's different. Okay.
Okay, ready?
Oh, okay.
12.
Wait, I thought you said total, like on both
on
teams.
each team.
Oh.
It's okay.
I
We'll
was
give
right.
it to you.
Yeah.
We'll give it to you.
You were there.
It is all good. Okay. What is the term that is only awarded when a defensive player successfully passes a ball that has been determined to be an attack attempt by the opponent?
What?
They successfully passed it?
Yes. Passes the
okay.
ball.
Yeah, I got this.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. You all got that. I think that was going to be a really hard one.
I'm impressed by you guys.
Yeah. Alrighty, now we're going to move on to basketball.
Yeah, there we go.
Yikes. Who was the highest point scorer this season on the men's basketball team?
No.
3, 2, 1. Yep.
Yep.
That is correct. Good guessing, guys.
That's a good guess.
That is great. Well, we want to give a shout out very quickly to the women's basketball team for making the NWAC Conference Championship as well, and Jaden Ray, who was unfortunately not able to come tonight. But I have got a question here. So, before this year, when did the women's basketball team make it to the NWAC Championship last?
I feel like I'm going to be close here.
I'm trying to do math right now.
Tempo.
How are we going? 3, 2, 1. 2016? 10 years? Question mark? 2008. So the Roadrunners clinched their first NWAC championship berth since the 2006-2007 season.
Oh, I was so close.
Dang.
That was I was gonna say 2006 or 2008. I don't know.
Yeah, that was good. That was really good. Okay, kicking a basketball is what kind of foul?
I don't even.
This is such a good game. 3, 2, 1. Question mark. Turnover?
I don't know what kind of
flagrant foul, right?
It's a technical.
Okay. That's
Oh, like kicking, like actually kicking.
Yeah, like-
Oh, okay. I was thinking like, because they call it kickball violation in the games, like if you don't mean to.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
Have you ever accidentally or purposely kicked a ball?
Yeah, like if somebody's throwing a pass that you can't get to and you just kind of stick your foot out, but then they just blow it dead and you keep going. But I guess if you like kicked it and you were mad, that would make sense.
No, you're good.
Okay.
That's great. Okay, the regulation goal in basketball is blank feet high.
Oh.
3, 2, 1. 10 feet. You guys all know all these sport terms. You're doing great. Okay. Moving on to baseball.
Okay.
Imagine I get one wrong.
How many home runs has Titus had this year? Hopefully you know this one.
I don't want to make.
You definitely looked at mine.
I was facing her the whole time.
3, 2, 1. 3, 3, 2.
Oh, I was gonna.
Did you recently just get a home run?
I did, yeah.
Didn't there,
In the tournament, yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's so
thought I saw a thing
awesome.
that said you
Yeah.
had 2. Dang it.
It was 2 before the tournament. That's so awesome. So how did the tournament go for you guys? Because it only just recently finished up.
Yeah, well, we didn't win at all, which stinks, of course. But team did good. We had a lot of young guys, but I think we did good for what we had. Yeah, It was fun. It was a lot of fun.
That's awesome. And so you made it to the 3rd round. Who did you play back in like the 1st round?
The first round we played Columbia Basin, and then the second round we played Tacoma, and then the last round where we lost to Lane.
Did you get to play any home games?
No.
All away?
Yeah. So it's all hosted in Longview at Lower Columbia's College.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. That's so awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, what does RBI stand for? 3, 2, 1.
What'd you guys say?
Runs.
Oh, you got it. Yeah.
Runs brought in.
Brought in.
You're
close.
That's great. Okay. How many people are on a baseball field at a time?
On one team or both teams?
On one team.
Wait, this could be a trick question, actually. Hold on.
Wait, just on one team, right? Okay, all right.
Only on one team.
Only on one team.
Okay.
So let's say the team's on like defense.
Okay.
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 Okay, 3, 2, 1. You guys are so good at this game.
So you could put one.
We're locked in. I know. I was gonna say 10 and include the batter.
Yeah.
Alrighty, who was recently honored at the baseball game earlier this month? I'll give you guys a hint. It is who the baseball field is named after.
I knew this was gonna happen. I hope I spelled his name right.
I know, same.
Just put a name down. I want to see what you got.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
One of our coaches. I got nothing.
There we go. Alrighty, so that was Dick McLean. Shout out to him. We had a great interview with him the other week. Now, what is the best, these are some random ones, what is the best free game breakfast? Three, 2, 1. Best pre-game breakfast. Cotton candy bang. Oatmeal.
Starbucks all the way.
Titus, do you ever have any night games? And if you have one of those, do you struggle like going to sleep?
Yeah, I do. I do struggle to go to sleep sometimes. Yeah.
That's great. Okay, now this is the last one I've got. Now, what is the best LBCC sport?
If I don't see volleyball on your guys's.
We've got some artwork going on over here. This is going to be great. 3, 2, 1. Volleyball, sometimes baseball. Baseball, basketball.
Basketball, baby. Come on.
How do you guys think you would do if you tried each other's sports?
Horribly. Absolutely horribly. I would not be able to hit a ball, and I would not be able to make a free throw.
See, well, I beat her in volleyball today, so.
Oh.
I think we could get some guys to make a pretty good volleyball team.
Yeah.
I think we could.
I want to see you guys play us.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
It would be fun.
That means we'll cover it. You guys need to
Okay.
set it all up and we'll cover it and
Sounds
be ready
good to
there
me.
to film.
You hear that, Mark?
That's awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for playing. It was so awesome having you guys play along with us today.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So the LBCC Athletics has just recently wrapped up its last athletic event of the year, where the baseball team made the third round of the MWAC Conference Championship. Make sure to follow TJ, Eva, and Titus, as well as the rest of their teammates next season, as I'm sure we'll see some awesome accomplishments from this group of athletes. Thank you guys so much for coming on the show. It was so much fun having you guys here, and best of luck to you and the rest of your athletic endeavors.
Thank you.
From all of us here at KBVR-TV, thanks for tuning into Sports Talk tonight, and all of our sports shoots this year. We've had a blast developing this show. Thanks so much for all the support. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.